Hello, my friends. My name is DadCraft73, and welcome back to another episode of our One Man, One Mod Let's Play series, where we're trying to learn everything that we can about Create. In our last episode, we made this super cool building that sits here right behind me, and inside that building, we put an automatic bread factory that takes wheat that we harvest from our little farm over there and automatically converts it into bread that then we can eat and stay alive using. That's amazing. I had a good time building that. Thank you so much for your support on that video. Remember, if you haven't subscribed yet, go down and hit the subscribe button and join the fun. It's fun around here. 23 hours a day. Anyway, listen, the only problem with this whole bread factory thing that we have is we don't want to go manually harvest all our wheat. Now, we do have a mod in the mod pack. I believe it's called Simple Harvest, which makes it so we don't have to replant, right? We can literally just right-click on a crop that is grown all the way, and we can harvest it, and we automatically get the items. We also get a couple extra wheat seeds here as part of this process, but we don't have to replant, which is pretty handy. But we are playing modded Minecraft, and there should be a way, using the create mod, that we can make ourselves an automatic crop farm. That way we could just rake it in 24 hours a day. This bread factory will just be grinding out bread, and we're going to be loving every minute of it. Of course, there is. I mean, it's create. We can make a farm. Guaranteed. We can harvest all the things. There's only one small issue. We need slime. And we don't have any slime because we just don't. You don't see slimes jumping around here. Now, I was looking in JEI about how to make slime, and there's two main ways. You can get it from a mob, like you can kill a slime and get it. You could also maybe trade with the Wandering Trader if he has it. But the other way is to take dough. That seems very familiar, as in we were making dough last episode, and we can get green dye. We don't have really many bones. We also don't have any cactuses. The other way is you can smelt a sea pickle to get yourself lime dye, which is exactly what we want. So we need lime dye, and we can get all the dough, literally all the dough that we need, right? Because we're just converting it into bread. We could stop converting it into bread and just pick it up and make slime out of it. Because the reason we need slime is we need to make super glue. Let me show you. We need to make super glue because super glue allows us to like bind components together in the create world. So it needs some iron sheet, an iron nugget, and a couple slime balls. Gives us some super glue. I can show you what it does right there, attaching blocks. So you can take all of these and you can attach blocks together and make like moving contraptions. And that's absolutely exactly what it is that we want to do. The only problem is I don't have cactuses and I don't have sea pickles. So I'm guessing that probably means it's time to go on an epic journey across the world to see if we can find either cactuses or sea pickles. So I think we should probably start that like right now, immediately. $31,500 blocks straight south is where the coral fields lie, and I have gone all the way down there and came all the way back. Well, I came back the easy way using the home command, but I went all the way down there. It took a long time, but we finally got back, and we brought not only some cactus with us, we found a desert down there, but we also found our sea pickle, and I went through and farmed them up. Now, it's raining outside. That's okay. I also brought back a whole bunch of dead coral because in using the spout mod with Create, and we can use a potion of healing, we can actually bring that coral back to life. It's a create stuff and additions recipe that's in there. So we're going to totally do that. We'll be able to bring that back, and once we get to the point where we go to the nether and get all the pieces parts to be able to do potions, then we'll be able to bring that coral back to life and grow more of these sea pickles. Man, I wish it wasn't even down rain outside. Why does it start raining literally the second I start recording? Not a big deal. Anyway, we have some sea pickles. Let's grab like just a couple of those, and we will put those in there with a couple of sticks, maybe give us some lime dye. I also found a cave, and I brought some dripstone back. We'll be able to use that to make a lava farm, which is going to be pretty huge. We might be able to use it to make some other stuff as well. This makes me pretty happy that we're going to get lime dye. I already made some dough, so we should be able to. We need a couple other pieces parts. We need one of those. That's going to go there. And we can turn that into a sheet really quick. There we go. Grab that. Grab one of those. And now we should be able to make glue. Glue? Glue. Oh, we need 2 slime balls. Hold on. We actually have to make slime. How do we make slime again? Just like this. Okay, there, we can make 3 of those. Now we should be able to make this. Boom. We got super glue now, which is pretty awesome. This will allow us to start actually making some contraptions that move and do some different things, specifically farming. Now, before we get too far down the road into farming, I've got to make a couple. I want to knock out a couple more of these quests, and we'll do them off camera. So we need to make, we have to make a chassis. And then we've got to make some linear and secondary linear chassis. As part of this quest reward, we're going to get some carrots. We've also got drills we can make. We can make the harvester. We can make the... can't remember what that's called. It's not a plow. It's the something. And then we can also make... this is an interface thing. So I'm going to do some of those quests. I'll get those knocked out. And as usual, I'll show you exactly how they work. None of these like, hey, presto changeo, a complete massive farm is built in out of nothing. None of that stuff from this series. I'm going to do those couple quests really quick off camera. That'll give us some time to stop it raining maybe. And then we're going to show you how to put all of those pieces parts together to make our first official automated farm. What are we going to farm? Cactuses, maybe. Wheat? I mean, wheat for sure. Cactuses? Maybe carrots? Potatoes? I think we should, like, try to farm all the things. Don't you think? All right, let me do that. I'll see you in just a second. I've moved our farm. Our farm used to be back there in that corner. I brought everything this way, and I also cleared out a lot of these resources here. We actually are, it's going to be kind of nice because we got lots of dirt that we can use for like landscaping projects. We need to get some sort of street that goes down through there. We're going to build some other stuff out there. And then I think in today's episode, I'm going to start thinking about what we're going to do in the water here. It was no mistake that I definitely wanted to have a base near some water. We'll talk about what we're going to do with that later on in the series. Somewhat today, I think, because we're going to do some expansion out in that part of our base area. But first, let's get this wheat farm up and running so you guys can see exactly how this thing works. So I'm just going to put down, I just used the chisel and chiseled some cobblestone, gave us this extra, kind of cool look here. And I think what we'll do, just because I think it'll look nice, let's just go and break out. You have to like clean out some of these and just so it looks decent. I mean, if you're gonna take the time to build something, you might as well spend a little extra time and make sure it looks kind of cool. So let's take all of these out like so, and then like this. Okay, and then we'll just put these around like so, just like that. Okay. All right, so here's how this is going to work. My inventory is full again. Can I get rid of anything? How about we get rid of those? Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our water wheel. Well, first of all, let's put a block right here. Okay. Then we're going to put our water wheel down like so, right there in this gap. And we're going to take our bucket of water and put it right there. Now, what this does is this causes this water to run all the way around our water wheel. And it gives us 256 stress units to work with from a farm perspective. Then all we have to do is put shafts on that to bring it up to farm level, which is probably going to be somewhere in the neighborhood, like right there, I think, is what my plan is. And then we could cover this all back up with dirt, just like so. We'll cover all that with dirt because the farm is actually going to sit right up here. So the only other thing I want to do is I want to make sure I don't have water from our hydrated block here in the middle of the farm running down inside and just flowing all over that water wheel down there. So here's how we're going to handle that. We're just going to take ourselves one of these, a andesite casing, and we're just going to come over here and stick it right here on the top of this thing. This is, remember, this is, actually we're going to put it right here, right there. So that doesn't do anything. It's still rotating in the same direction, but now it gives us a solid block to kind of work off of. Okay, so when we actually waterlog this shaft, it's going to be okay. Yeah. Okay, does that make sense? All right, so that way we can have water run down through there and it doesn't get down inside our little thing. All right, so now what I want to do, now that we have some rotational force coming out of the ground, we probably need to put, do I have any torches? I don't in my inventory. Let's put a couple torches down in here just to make sure we don't have to worry about any mobs spawning. And then I'm going to just populate this area with my dirt. Okay, so nothing crazy. We're literally just going to build our little wheat farm, our farmland right here, and get some waterlog in that shaft. Does that make sense? Okay, let me do that, and I'll see you in just a second. Okay, now that we've got all of our farmland put back in place, we've got our shaft that's sticking up out of our water wheel hydrated so we can hydrate that soil whenever we're ready. I just need to make one more item. We need to make another mechanical harvester. We already have 4 of those. We're just going to make one more. Now we just need to set up, just take a few minutes and set up our super simple, not very complex at all, harvesting machine. So let me show you how to do this. We're going to take our mechanical bearing and we're going to stick it down just like that, so that green sticky side is up. Then we're going to build ourselves a little bit of a contraption using that like so, and then that should be stuck automatically to there. Then we're just going to go like this and make sort of like this L shape after we've attached that first block. Then we're going to take our mechanical harvesters and we're going to stick them on the front just like so. And then we want to take and add 2 chests like this right there. And literally, this is all we need to do to make ourselves a farm that can harvest wheat for us. These things, it's going to spin around in a circle like this. It's going to harvest all the wheat that's ready to be harvested, and we're going to be good to go. The only downside that we have right now is these blocks are not glued together. So we need to stick them all together so whenever it moves, it all moves as one big piece. So we're going to start down here like so. We're going to click there, and then we're just going to go all the way to here, I think. We're going to glue all those together. Let's see. Can I glue these guys too? Yeah, we're going to glue those to make sure that they're attached. And then we just want to take this guy and attach it to there. So now everything should be attached together. We have a box around the whole thing. Yep, including our chests. Okay, so now all we have to do to make this thing operational is we have to plant our wheat. So let's go ahead and till up our ground. Remember, we have water, so everything's hydrated underneath. Now, this thing is going to go in a circle. That means we're not going to be able to get all of this entire circle. So when this thing turns, it's going to cut off some of the edges there. But that's no big deal. Let's just go ahead and get all of this ready. And we'll actually get this thing working, and we'll be able to see exactly how it works. Okay, there we go. So whenever this moves, here in a few seconds, I'll go ahead and hydrate, or I'll till up those pieces of ground right there. I can't do it with the machine sitting on top of it. Okay, let's go over here and get from our farm here, like two stacks of seeds. And then we'll just go ahead and plant everything that we can plant. Okay? Just plant all this really quick. Okay? And we'll get these guys here in the front. Now, whenever we figure out which pieces of this are going to be able to get harvested and which aren't, then we'll be able to, we'll trim up the corners and we'll decorate this thing a little bit better, if that makes sense. Okay, so now all we have to do is we have to go in here like so, and we should just be able to right-click on this bearing like that, and you can see that this thing is now going around in a circle looking for something to harvest. Okay, while it's around the corner here, we'll just do this really quick. And then we'll plant. Okay. Should be able to plant these guys really quick like that. Okay. So now this thing is just going to go around and around in circles, and it's going to be looking for something to harvest. Listen, we've just made our first official easy mode wheat farm. This thing is going to be awesome. We're going to do some adjustments to it here in the near future to make it even cooler than it is already. But for now, this thing's going to work just like we want it to. And it's going to harvest wheat as soon as it grows. As soon as it grows, it's going to chop the wheat down and put it in that chest that's going around on the back side there. So what I want to do is I'm just going to go AFK for a little bit. It's getting to be nighttime anyway. We're going to go AFK, let that sit there for a while. When it gets to the point where it's actually harvesting wheat, I'll bring you back and we'll take a look at it and we'll see how awesome this thing is. I'll see you in just a second. While we're waiting for that wheat to grow, I thought that I think it might be nice to have a constant source of bone meal. And the fact that we're going to be harvesting wheat out of that farm means we're going to be getting seeds. So we might as well figure out something to do with all of these seeds that we've got. So I think what we're going to do to handle that is we'll just set up a little automatic composter. So we'll go like that. We'll put the composter in the ground like so. Yeah. Okay, that should work. And then, let's just use our ladder here a little bit. We have a funnel, and we should be able to put that funnel on the bottom of this thing. And then we just have to hit it this way. And that should, hopefully... So that's not working the way that we want to, which is okay. Let's actually take this off here. We can just put a hopper, which should just be just as easy. I thought maybe we could use create 100% there, but that's okay. So let's go here and get 1, 2, 3 of those. Do we have a chest up the steps, I think? Yeah, we might need 2 hoppers. That's okay. We'll do it that way. Let's go old school. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There might be a way to automate that, but this is going to do exactly what we want here. Let's make 2 hoppers. Can we make 2? Yep, we sure can. All right, so now all we can do is just go back in here. And we'll put this like so. Yep, that's working like a dream. Then we'll go down underneath here, put this hopper like so, and we'll run it all into this spruce drawer. Why not? There we go. Now, we're going to have a way to get bone meal from all of the seeds that our processing makes. I think that's a great idea. We still haven't put a thing over that. But at least now we can do something with all of this wheat that we have. By the way, I had a bunch of wheat from harvesting that field whenever we moved it. So I put that all in our machine. It's being ground up as we speak. And we're even raking in more bread. Keep that bread going, that's for sure. Okay, so now I want to go AFK again and wait for this thing to grow. We're getting close to being to the point where we could grow. We can access these chests when it goes by, and you can see that there's nothing in them as of yet. Because it hasn't harvested anything. We just need to wait for the wheat to grow. So I'm just going to go AFK. I'm going to let that happen, and I'll bring you back in just a second. I've been AFK for just a few minutes. I think this one right here is about ready to grow. Of course, us sitting down here, it'll probably never happen. I think we may have harvested 1 wheat. We did. That's pretty awesome. Let's just wait a few more minutes and see, a few seconds, and see if we can catch it in the act. If not, we could grab some bone meal, I guess, and do it that way. Now, see, this wheat out here is never going to get harvested. I'm waiting for that one to grow. That one's about ready to grow as well. Let's just see what happens. It's so cool. It's so fun. I mean, you could make this thing look however you wanted to. You could put like a scarecrow, build some other construction on top of it. You could stack these farms if you want to. I kind of like them being one layer. We also can farm almost any farmable item in the game as well. We can farm bamboo, sugarcane. We can farm cactuses. We can farm berries. All of the different crops out there. It's awesome. Come on, please. Please grow. If not, we'll get some bone meal really quickly and do it that way. It's going to be nighttime again. It's been an entire night. Come on. Please. Please, I want to show the people on camera. I'm going to walk away, and that one's going to grow. Of course that's going to happen. Let's go grab a piece of bone meal really quick. Let's see if we can get back in time. We might not be able to, but that's okay. All right, let's go down here. We'll grab a couple pieces of bone meal. That should be enough to at least make one of them grow. Should we sleep through the night? Yeah, let's do it during the daytime, since now that we've got bone meal. Let's just sleep really quick, and then we'll come back over there, and we'll see it happen together live on the YouTube. All right, hurry up, go, sleep. Like, it's so excited. Like, even like the 2 seconds it takes to sleep feels like it's too long. All right, let's go over. All right, that one actually didn't get harvested yet. Okay, so let's go over here. Let's wait till it passes again. Then we'll grow that like that. So whenever this thing comes by now, it's going to go yoink and harvest it, and it won't take the wheat from away. Now, see, if this one's ready to go, this one will not get harvested because it's on that outside edge. But like this one will, and that one will. Uh-oh. Will it even pick it up off the ground? Yes, it will. It even picked it up off the ground. Here, let's grow that maybe. Okay, and then if we look in the chest, we have some wheat and some seeds. So not only are we going to be able to make more bread from this little farm, but we're also going to be able to make, which is just as important, lots of bone meal. Because until we're able to actually grow, I mean, we're going to need glue for a lot of things. Thankfully, it has a durability, and probably the sea pickles that we brought back are going to be enough, at least for now. We're eventually going to be out of them. But at some point, we can be able to grow cactuses and then combine that with bone meal to make lime dye that way. So essentially, this farm is going to ensure that forever, we're going to have unlimited lime dye to make slime with, to make super glue, to even make more contraptions. Man, stuff's cooking in there. Look, you can see it. I love it so much. Okay, so what we need to do now is we're just going to do a little bit of cleanup around the edges of this farm, because these blocks right here, no matter how much we want them to get farmed, they won't. The harvesters can't reach them. So let's go ahead and just put these guys out here on the edge. We'll do the same thing over here. Yep, those can't get farmed. Okay. But it can farm all the way out to this edge. Yes. I think this one will get farmed. I guess we'll find out. We'll know pretty soon, after the whole field grows or whatever ends up happening to it. All right, I just need to make a couple more of those. I don't think I have any cobblestone in my inventory. We'll do that. Let's put a border around the outside. I want to do a little bit of decoration, because a wheat farm shouldn't just look like this. It should have a little bit of decoration associated with it. And then the next piece that we want to do is we want to enhance our farm a little bit further to handle automatic item sort of transport. And that's just a little bit further down our quest line. Let's take a look here. It's this block right here, the portable storage interface. And we're going to talk about how that works in just a second. We're also going to get a fancy piece of diamond gear, maybe. That makes me super cool and awesome. Can we have boots, please, or a helmet? Anyway, let me do a little bit more building out some materials. I'm going to bring you back. I'll show you exactly how that portable item interface works and how we're going to use it to do awesome stuff with our bread farm. All right, I'll see you in just a second. Okay, after some really quick decoration and some more, I was actually down in the mines doing some mining to gather some obsidian. I think we need to duck into the nether really quick. Now, I was trying to avoid going to the nether, so back in chapter 1, I made this compacting drawer quest give us a couple nether quartz so we could make, I believe it was a comparator for the drawer controller. But I'm going to need another drawer controller to make our automated wheat and seed transfer thing work the way that I want to. And I guess we're going to have to get in the nether to do that. So I was just down in the bottom of the world. I brought a bucket of water. I poured it on some lava. And I have 14 obsidian. Now, if you've watched this channel long enough, you know that even though nether portals can be made technically with 10 obsidian, we always use 14, because that is the natural way of making nether portals. There's no cheating. There's no cheating here. So we got 14 obsidian. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there we go. And now I have this. We'll make one of these really quick. We'll light this, boom, and we're just gonna duck in. And the goal is to just hope. We're gonna have to hope. I have a couple blocks here. What's this? Cobble deep slate. Yeah, I'm hoping for a decent nether spawn. I just want, like, I don't know, a handful of nether quartz, and we're gonna duck back out. We're not gonna stay here for very long. I'm hoping it's a decent spawn. Let's see. It's probably in the worst possible place. It is the worst possible nether spawn in the history. Oh my, please go in through here, sir, immediately. Okay. Yes. We are literally suspended over, oh my goodness. That was the, that is the worst possible, oh my goodness. That was bad. Oh, that's good. Please don't hit me, sir. Oh my goodness. That went through. Oh, he's gonna put out the thing. Oh. Okay. Oh, please. Please. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm burning on fire. Oh, it's horrible. Okay, can I make like a shield of some sort? Oh, where is he? I can't even see. Okay, please get safe. Okay, so at least now I can come to the nether and have some little degree of safety. If we go that way, we should be able to get... Oh my goodness, why? Oh! Why are there so many gas? Okay, this is gonna be really bad. Okay, here's what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to go like this. We're just gonna bridge. We're playing on Java, so we gotta bridge the old school way. Why are we so high? Okay, we're just sort of heads down, bridging. We're gonna run forward. Oh my goodness, he was right beside us. Oh, if he hits us again, we're gonna die. We're gonna duck in here. Okay, there we go. After that ridiculous, and that was a ridiculous trip to the nether and back again, we were able to get enough quartz to get ourselves a drawer controller, and I've placed it right there along with some trim. Let me tell you really quick how trim works if you don't know. So trim allows us to connect disparate boxes or drawers to a controller, and they don't have to actually physically come in contact with the controller, if that makes sense. So what we've got here is we've got our drawer controller there. We've got a drawer here. We've got a drawer there. These are all containing things. And then the trim acts as like a bridge between the drawer controller and the rest of these devices here. So the only thing I need to do is I need to lock this chest right here. And I'm just going to put one... Let me just throw something really quick out on the ground, like that'll work. I'm just going to put one wheat in here just to set this drawer, okay? So now, if I come over, we actually have to put a piece of trim back up there. Let's put a piece of trim and, like, see, we'll connect. We don't even need to see that drawer. We could just set it like that. Now, we should be able to come over here, and we've got 8 wheat in our inventory, and if we double right click, that wheat should disappear. It goes into this chest right there and immediately gets dropped into our millstone, and it's getting ground up as we speak. See? Down there getting ground up. Okay, perfect. So that's exactly how we wanted to get that set up. Now, I'm going to show you something really quick else that I've done, and then I'm going to put together this little mechanism to be able to transport our wheat. I've just come down in here, down underneath where our water wheel is going, and I've added 2 vertical gearboxes. Remember, a gearbox reverses the rotation. So when I put this first one in, the farm started going backwards. So I put another one in, and that got it back going the right way. What we're going to be able to do, though, is pull this rotational force from that water wheel. We're going to be able to bring it over here and use it to run a belt system that's going to pull items out of our farm and into that drawer controller, and in turn then get placed into our system. We need 2 blocks, though, to make that whole item transport thing work, and let me show you what those are really quick. So they're the same block. It's called a portable storage interface. So if we take the first one and put it there, you can see that it's got this little opening and it's facing this way. And if we take the other one, remember, if we shift, here, let's stand on a piece of trim. If we shift, it faces it away from us. And if we go like this, like that, now those two are facing together. And what will happen is when we turn this farm back on, every time this farm comes around and it has something to, like, transfer, it's going to automatically connect to this portable storage interface and dump the contents of this chest into that storage interface. It's not like a chest. We can't access it, but it allows us to pull items from a moving contraption into, like, the stationary world, if that makes sense. I mean, I think it does. I mean, it makes sense to me. So now all we have to do is since we're going to have some rotational power coming up from there in just a minute, all we have to do is set up ourselves a belt that goes from here. Let's put this guy right there. Yep, it's going to go from there up to, I think we're going to have to bust out this window, which is fine. It's going to go from there up to, like, technically, I don't know exactly where it's going to go. It's going to go to right in front of this guy, right like that. I think maybe it'll be lower than that. Actually, it probably will be lower than that. Let's grab that back up really quick. I think it's going to go, if we put this temporarily there, it's going to go like right here. There we go. So the belt's going to run from here to there, right? It's going to pull stuff out of this storage interface, and it's going to put it into the drawer controller. That's the plan. So if I do I have my belt? I do. So I should be able to click here and then here, and now I've got a belt that comes out of here with we'll have a funnel. I don't have one in my inventory. A funnel will pull items out of this storage interface. Doesn't matter what it is, wheat and seeds. It'll run up this belt into this drawer controller with another funnel, which will then send it down into our bread making network, and then we'll have bread forever. And now we'll automate the whole process. Hopefully that makes sense. We'll walk through it again. Let me get all my power hooked up, and I'll see you in just a second. I think I've got all the pieces part. I've got my power running up here. I just haven't connected the belt yet. All I did was I brought the shaft from that gearbox all the way out to here, then added a second gearbox to reverse the rotation, and then some of these encased chain drives. And then all we should have to do is hook this up like so, and now our belt is running uphill in the right direction. That works great. Now, did I bring a thing? No. Okay. So now all we have to do is we have to get up there somehow. Do I have some kind of block? Let's use these jungle trims still. We'll go up here like so. Now, if I put a funnel here, all right, that should be pulling items out of this thing. And then if we go up here and we'll shift and we'll put items in. Make sure our arrow's facing the right way. I may have to reverse it. Can't tell. Yep, I think that's good. So this should be pulling out, right? This should be pulling items out of this portable storage and putting them on the belt, and they should ride right up there and go straight into that drawer controller, and we should be good to go. Okay, so the only other thing we have to do is, because I've stopped my contraption here, we have a little bit of we're not harvesting. This is going to harvest all of this wheat as soon as it fires up, which is going to be pretty amazing. All right, let's go like that, and then when this thing starts running, we'll be able to plant those last couple, or most of them at least. Okay, so now we just need an empty hand. And we could go like so. Boom. This should fire this thing back up. Oh, no. Yeah, okay. It's working. Okay, there we go. Now, it should come around and connect to our interface. Yep, there we go. And we should see items coming out, hopefully. Yeah, oh, yeah, it's working like a dream. Okay, let's chop. Can I just stand up here? I want to see. Okay, so wheat is coming out first. Okay, and it's going into the storage drawer and getting ground up, so that means that's going to be working properly. And then, I don't know if we'll see... Yeah, we see more wheat coming out. Now, this is going to have like an influx at the beginning of wheat because we've got... it was sort of behind on harvesting. But now it should get to the point where it'll just be unloading a little bit. I want to also go in and plant that right there. I was hoping to see some wheat seeds come out of here. Maybe they're in the thing still. Let's take a look. Yep, I need those. Okay, so when this thing moves the next time, okay, then we should be able to go. Okay. Yep, okay, perfect. So now this thing should be fully operational. I haven't seen any seeds go up here yet. I just think it's still caught up on wheat. Once it gets caught up though, we're gonna be in good shape. Part of the problem is this funnel can only take one item at a time. So let's just see what happens. This will continue to happen. We're looking for some seeds to come out of here eventually. Hopefully that will happen. Let's just take a minute and watch. Ah, yeah, seeds coming out of there like a dream. Okay, so that means this thing should now be fully operational. So not only do we have a bread machine that is going to be producing bread for us. Yep, everything's working here. We're also going to have a machine where we're making unlimited bone meal through that process right there. Oh man, it's working like a dream. That is for sure. Okay, there's only one more thing I want to do just to make it look a little cooler, and I think we can do this. We'll see. Let me just grab a couple of these guys, just like so. So this doesn't cost you anything. You just need one in your inventory. But if we like mouse or click on that right there, it covers that shaft, and I think it makes it look nice. It doesn't really take the casing from you, and I think we can also cover these. Yeah, that looks better already. Let's just do that. So it doesn't take the andesite casing, it just covers the belt. So it just makes it look a little more, I don't know, a little more professional, maybe that's the right word. Okay, so now this thing is literally just going to go carting around. If it still connects every time it comes around in case there is something for it to put in there, but there's not. So it just does it really quick and then keeps going. And we will continually now farm the wheat, get the seeds, make the bone meal, cook the bread, and we'll be living the dream forever and ever. Oh man, what an episode. We had to travel halfway across the world to find the stuff that we needed. We had to go to the nether in that most ridiculous nether spawn I've ever seen in the history of my life to get a couple pieces parts, but all of those things have been accomplished, taken care of, and we have now an integrated system where we have a wheat farm that's farming the materials that will make the bread that we will eat, and we can live to fight another day. Ha! Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for your support on this series. It means the world to me. Until next time, please remember to be cool. Don't be a fool. And from my one man, one mod series where we're learning everything that we can about Create, I guess we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody. I need to get some torches around here, like ASAP. It's deadly.